Thank you for the time, Ricky.
No problem.
We'll open it up to questions. Please use the raise hand function if you have a question. We'll start off with Jesse.
Hey, Ricky, when I talked to you earlier, you talked a little bit about Frank, and I just wanted to, he was just on with us and said, his leadership has gone to new levels since he was named a captain. Can you just kind of speak on what his leadership has meant to all the younger receivers this year?
Yeah, well, as a group, we all look up to him. I mean, he's the voice of the group. He's the energy of the group. So whenever he's high energy, making plays, it makes us feel good, uplifts us, and that's when we go out and make plays too with him.
Ricky, I know that sometimes when you're the local player, you're really happy to play for the home team, but at the same time, there's pressure of family and friends. How come you're not playing more? And those kinds of conversations. I mean, just talk about that first year as a Sun Devil. Was it really fun to be out there in front of your friends and family, or maybe it was like also the other side of the coin, feeling that pressure always to produce and play well?
Yeah, of course, there's a lot of people behind my back because I'm at home and stuff like that. So I just try to take that in and appreciate all the love that they give me and stuff like that. But from what you were talking about earlier about how there's a lot of pressure, I don't really feel that because I kind of just block that out of my mind and kind of focus on myself and getting better at my craft and in my game and just translate to that field.
Jacob.
Ricky, from the standpoint of what Frank has been able to do on the field, where last year he may have been considered by some people as more of a deep threat to now he has a lot more responsibility as far as his route running goes. Mm-hmm. What have you noticed as far as the biggest improvements to his game?
I mean, yeah, Frank has improved tremendously over this past summer and the spring and stuff like that. And just like seeing him and working with him in the off season and outside of the facilities is just like amazing. I mean, Coach P's helped tremendously with him too, and taking him all the technical stuff and stuff like that, bringing what he got from his experience. And that really showed with Frank this off season and even right now in fall camp, and just seeing Frank excel and changing a little bit of his craft and his game and making it more of a variety. And it's going to put a lot of stress on the DB now going against Frank, because now he can do more than just go deep. He can do intermediate. He can catch the ball in a short pass and take it to the house.
Hunter.
What has your experience been with learning the new offense? We've heard Frank say that he hasn't really had many issues, and then we've heard some freshman receivers say that it's like nothing they've ever been a part of. What has your learning curve been with Zach's new offense?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a new offense, so there's a lot of things to learn, obviously. Zach's a very smart offensive coordinator, smart dude, so there's a lot of things out there. And there's a lot of checks and stuff like that in the offense based on what the defense is running. But what I do is I break it down in sections and installs. And the way I study is I do a lot of visual stuff. So I walk through in my room, I'll pull up film and just walk through it all and look at the script in the beginning of the day. And so I just break it down to watching on film. And then that's how it helps me a lot.
Michael.
Yeah, we're talking to Frank too, obviously going up against a very experienced secondary. Obviously, it's your second time around at it. Mm-hmm. And he said, I mean, it's making guys get better. How have you along with Frank maybe helped the freshman receivers too? Because they're a physical unit. I mean, Chase and Jack obviously want to get after it, but they're definitely prepping you for what you're going to see. So how have you helped the freshmen out, and how has it helped you as well?
Yeah, I mean, we go back and forth. We compete every single day, so it's benefited both ways. So going against JC, Jack, and even Chase and stuff like that, they help me so much. We just compete out there, and I go back and watch film if I do something wrong against them or I make a wrong move in the cover. I go back and watch what they did, and so I can counter it next time and bring it on the field. So we just make each other better, stuff like that.
Jeff.
There we go. Can you talk a little bit about having the 2 first-round wide receiver picks in a row? What does that do to the group that's here now in terms of wanting to continue that, improve that we can keep producing people, if not first-rounders, keep producing NFL caliber receivers?
I mean, that's everybody's goal. We look up to those dudes that just got drafted, kill NBA and stuff like that, and even Frank. He talks every day, I'm going first round. He works to go first round every day. He's in the weight room. he's out practicing a route. So it's just going to go down the line. It's going to be Frank next. It's going to be someone else next. And it's just going to go down the line. So I think that our school is definitely going to be a wide receiver U, and we're bringing a lot of good receivers as recruits too. So I'm excited to see how our receiving core is.
Code.
Ricky, I know that some of the ASU coaches talked about the fact that as much as they wanted already to be playing out there like some other Power 5 conferences, that maybe this extended off season has really helped with new schemes on both sides of the ball. Can you just speak about your personal experience? I mean, even though you already want to be there out there playing in games, having that extended time off, how much do you think it helped you personally being a young player and learning a scheme that was so different than the one you had last year?
Yeah, it helped a lot. I mean, going back into Zoom calls and stuff like that, and then even off the extended time that we still had more spring ball practices than most schools out there. So I think that helped a lot too in learning the new offense, and just going over the every single play, stuff like that in the off season, and just this time extended really benefited us. And I mean, obviously that time off can also go the other way too. So you got to keep your head in it and make sure you're still on top of everything going forward.
Any other questions for Ricky? Hunter.
Curious if Coach Hill's offense has kind of unlocked anything for you, that anything that you've really kind of opened your eyes to so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. I mean, we're going to throw the ball a lot this year, and then obviously run the ball a lot too. It's just going to be we're going to keep the defense on the heel, so that's going to be good. But for like a personal standpoint of where I'll be at in the offense and stuff like that, and what Coach Hill has put the receivers in, the H is going to get the ball a lot too. So I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, we play all over. We play different positions. It's not just one person plays inside or outside. We kind of switch a lot. And like the difference from last year is we were kind of stuck on one side of the field. So going all over the field and stuff like that opens up a lot of opportunities for different receivers to get the ball. So we're going to be a really well-rounded receiver core, and obviously as well as tight ends too.
All right, Ricky, thank you for the time.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
And that's it for
Thanks,
today.
Ricky.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.